Hey, welcome back to another episode of ACER Exam with InsuranceTestHelp.com. Today we're going over another mini quiz for the Property and Casualty Insurance Exam. I know a lot of people struggle with making sure they're ready, and why test more than once if you don't have to? So we're here to help. Hopefully this little mini quiz, there's only 20 questions, helps get you on your way. If you have any comments, or if any of these videos help you pass, we would love to hear from that down in the comments. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We love doing this for you, and we wish you the very best of luck in your exams. Here we go. A hazard is A, condition or exposure that increases the possibility of loss. B, doing something dangerous. C, something covered by insurance like fire or hail. Or D, the reason someone buys insurance. Of course, the correct answer is A. A hazard is a condition or exposure that increases the possibility of loss. So some of those other ones sounded close, but doing dangerous things is actually just hazardous. It's not actually hazard. So make sure you know the definition of hazard. A certificate of insurance is a written document that A, names the insured's beneficiary, B, allows the insurer to inspect the insured's books, C, shows the type and amounts of insurance issued to the insurer, or D, obligates the insurer to the person to whom the insurance was issued. Certificate of insurance, super popular, especially in your commercial insurance, and the correct answer is going to be C. It shows the types and amount of insurance issued to the insured. What is the primary difference between an occurrence-based liability policy and a claims-made liability policy? A, occurrence-based policies covers claims made within the policy period, regardless of when the events occurred. B, claims-made policies cover claims occurring after the policy expires. C, occurrence-based policies cover losses that happened during the policy period, regardless of when the claim is made. Or D, claims-made policies covers only events that occur during the policy period. So this one is highly testable, so make sure you know the right answer. Occurrence-based policies cover losses that happen during the policy period, regardless of when the claim is made. So the claim can be made after the policy is ended, as long as the loss happened during the policy period. Your home has been damaged by a volcano. Which of the following is true? All eruptions are considered separate occurrences, no matter how close together. B, coverage for each volcanic eruption would require a separate deductible. C, all volcanic eruptions within a 72-hour period will be considered one occurrence. Or D, there is no coverage for volcano. This is one of those hour-based ones where you need to know your times. The correct answer is C. All volcanic eruptions that occur within a 72-hour period are considered one event. So make sure you have a little mental note on the time period for volcanoes. What type of liability would a person who owns wild animals have? A, vicarious. B, implied. C, direct. Or D, absolute. Wild animals are inherently dangerous. All inherently dangerous things are D, absolute liability. Things like wild animals, explosives, dangerous animals, dangerous conditions, absolute liability. No need to prove negligence. All you need to do is prove that they had it and it hurt you. What kind of coverage would someone have that would apply if they lost one of two matching platinum earrings? A, personal item coverage. B, fractional coverage. C, portioned loss. Or D, pair or set. So the correct answer is going to be D, pair or set. If you lose one of a pair and you covered that specifically, you would be covered for both items because obviously they go together. So things like matching candlesticks, matching earrings, if you had pair or set coverage, it would cover you even if you only lost just one. Which of the following dwelling coverages would provide coverage to your fancy new she shed that is not attached to your primary dwelling? A, coverage A, B, coverage B, C, coverage M, or D, coverage D. It's important to know some of the coverage letters on the homeowner's policies. B, coverage B, covers detached dwellings like she sheds. Employee dishonesty optional coverage under the business owner's policy covers all of these except, remember these except questions, there's a lot of them on the exam. They're there to kind of trip you up. A, coverage for all employees, even those employees who were terminated in the past 90 days. B, coverage for direct loss or damage to business personal property. C, losses that resulted from dishonest acts of any of the insured employees. D, coverage includes all property, including money and securities owned or held by the insured. So remember, this is an except question. So the 90 days was there to trip you up. The correct answer is A. An employee covered by the employee dishonesty optional coverage is currently employed would actually be 30 days, whereas the question had 90 days. So 30 days is the time limit for that if they were a terminated employee. Okay, moving on to some of our HO policies. Important to know the difference between the different HO policies. So find some sort of mind tricks. They're all highly testable. What is the purpose of an HO8 policy? A, condo owners. B, apartment tenants. C, homeowners with more than 10 acres of land. Or D, homes that are hard to value. So the correct answer here is going to be D. The HO8 is for properties that are hard to value, such as vintage or heritage homes that have been remodeled. The insurer and the insured would use an agreed value, such as an appraisal, to come up with the value of the home. Which of the following best describes an insurance company that has been formed under the laws of a neighboring state? A, domestic. B, local. C, foreign. Or D, alien. The correct answer is C, foreign. Remember, domestic is in your state, foreign is another state, and alien is another country. This one seems to trip a lot of people up, and that's probably one of the reasons that it is highly testable. Under a personal auto insurance policy, which of the following would be covered under the liability section? A, damage to the insured's vehicle in an accident. B, bodily injury to a pedestrian struck by the insured vehicle. C, theft of the insured vehicle. Or D, mechanical breakdown of the insured car. Remember, this is liability, so it's always going to be about what you do to the other person. So B, a bodily injury to a pedestrian struck by the insured's vehicle, is going to be the only one of those covered under the liability section. How soon after a direct loss does the period of restoration for business income coverage under business owner's property insurance begin? A, 12 hours. B, 4 hours. C, 24 hours. Or D, 72 hours. Insurance companies seem to like that 72-hour window, so the correct answer is D. The period of restoration for business income coverage begins 72 hours after the direct loss or immediately for extra expenses coverage. It ends on the date the property has been repaired or that business has resumed. Which of the following would qualify as a competent party in an insurance contract? A, the applicant is a 12-year-old student. B, the applicant is under the influence of a mind-impairing medication at the time of the application. C, the applicant has a prior felony conviction. Or D, the applicant is intoxicated at the time of application. Remember what competent parties means. The correct answer is going to be C. The applicant with the felony conviction is the only competent party on that list. His felony has nothing to do with his ability to understand the contract or his legal right to sign it, so he is the only one that is a competent party. Children cannot be competent parties. They are underage, and anyone who is under the influence of drugs or alcohol is not a competent party. So that's why it makes the felon the only one in this case that is competent. What contract characteristic describes a contract that is drawn up without negotiation and the insured has little or no input into the provisions? A, unilateral. B, conditional. C, provisional. Or D, adhesion. The correct answer is going to be D. A contract of adhesion is one which is prepared by the insurance company, and the insured really only has the option of accepting it or denying it. There's no negotiating. It's take it or leave it. Contract of adhesion is highly testable. I'll be really surprised not to see it on every single exam. Which of the following best describes the concept of indemnity in insurance? The insured receives compensation in excess of their loss. B, the insurer must pay any claims within 30 days. C, the insured is restored to the same financial position as before the loss. Or D, the insurer guarantees the replacement of any property. The correct answer is going to be C. The insured is restored to the same financial position as before the loss. Remember, indemnity is restoring or making you whole again. What is the primary purpose of an umbrella policy in personal lines insurance? A, to provide coverage for natural disasters. B, to offer coverage for high-value items such as jewelry. C, to extend liability coverage beyond the limits of underlying policies. Or D, to cover health-related claims not covered by a health insurance policy. The correct answer is C, to extend liability coverage beyond the limits of the underlying policy. Remember, an umbrella sits up on top. So if your car insurance goes up to $250,000 for personal liability, the umbrella of $1 million kicks in above that. So if you were to have an accident where somebody was catastrophically injured and their medical bills were $750,000, say, your car insurance would pay the first $250,000, and then the umbrella would kick in and pay the rest. So it is a way of protecting your assets. All of the following are other coverages included in both the broad and special form dwelling policies except A, collapse, B, breakage of glass, C, lawn, trees, shrubs, and plants, or D, theft of personal property. The correct answer is going to be D. Theft of personal property can only be added by endorsement. So this is one of those except questions. So remember that that's going to be all of the things except this one. So it's a little bit of a trip up. So just remember theft, in this case, too broad and can only be added as an endorsement. According to the loss payment condition in HO policies, losses must be paid within how many days of the insurer receiving proof of loss? A, 30 days, B, 60 days, C, 90 days, or D, 120 days. The correct answer here is going to be B. All losses will be paid within 60 days of receiving the proof of loss. Under a personal auto policy, which of the following situation would be covered under the uninsured motorist provision? A, the insured is injured by a driver who has no insurance. B, the insured's car is stolen from their driveway. C, the insured accidentally damages their own vehicle while backing out of the garage. Or D, the insured causes a collision with another vehicle. The correct answer is A. The insured is injured by a driver who has no insurance. If someone hits you who has no insurance or does not have enough insurance, that is what uninsured motorist and underinsured motorist covers. It only covers you, your injuries, your property in the event that you are hit by somebody who doesn't have insurance or somebody like in a hit and run situation. Which of the following is not a duty of the insured after a property loss? A. Protect the property from further damage. B. Notify the insurer as soon as possible. C. Make repairs to restore the property before the insurer inspects it. Or D. Provide a sworn proof of loss statement within a specified time frame. Remember, this is one of those except questions. So all of those were things that insured person in the event of a loss should do, other than C, make repairs to restore the property before the insurer inspects it. Obviously, you don't want to do that because the insurer won't be able to actually see what damage was caused. Okay, we made it to the end. That was it. How did you do? I hope you got them all right. If you didn't, maybe circle back and just work on those. All of those were highly testable topics. We wish you the very best of luck on your P&C exam and any other exams that you want to take. We hope that this video and all of our videos help you pass those. And please subscribe and like and share and let us know how you did on your exams. Good luck. Bye-bye.